there.
Stan, hey, thanks for coming by.
Sure.
Can I get you a coffee or anything?
No, thanks, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Hey, have a seat,
Thanks.
please. I really appreciate this. And I could have come to your branch instead if...
No, this worked out fine. I had a meeting in the area. So, how's the family, Ralph?
Oh, great. Sally just started first grade.
Is that right? Oh, that's wonderful. My youngest just graduated from college
Oh, my
last
goodness.
year, so it goes by fast.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, I didn't want to get into it over the phone, but I've had some personnel issues, and I wanted to talk to you because you're always so helpful to me.
What's the problem?
Well, a few weeks ago, one of our sales assistants filed sexual harassment charges against one of our FCs. It's been a real headache.
What happened?
Well, it's kind of complicated. It all began a few months ago with one of his clients.
Mr. Sprouse, Tom will be right out. Can I get you anything?
That's okay. I'll just wait here and admire the scenery.
Bert, thanks for coming down. How you been?
Can't complain, Tom. I see you finally got yourself a new girl.
That's right. Wendy came aboard last month.
Well, she's in the right business because she certainly has some fine assets.
Excuse me, Tom, do you have a moment?
Yeah?
I wanted to talk to you about Mr. Sprouse. I mean, the way he talked about me.
Oh, don't worry about Bert. He's harmless. Hello? Hey, Phil. Can you hold on just one sec? Wendy, I gotta take this call.
Tom, what he said really insulted me.
Look, Wendy, he's got a $2 million account with us, so just ignore him, okay? Hey, Phil. Yeah, I got the order.
June, I don't even...
I think Wendy would have let this incident pass if there hadn't been other problems between her and Tom.
This is the last one.
Yep, that's it. Nice. All right, excellent work.
Thanks, no problem.
You feel like getting something to eat?
No, thanks. I gotta get back home.
Oh, come on. After all this hard work, the least you can do is let me buy you some dinner.
Really, I have to get back. Maybe some other time.
Sure. You know, Wendy, you've really been doing a great job.
Thanks, Tom.
It's funny, since you've been here, I feel better about myself. I've not had a lot to feel good about since my divorce.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry about your divorce.
Well, you sure I can't interest you in some dinner?
Yeah, really, I have to get back. My boyfriend is expecting me.
Oh, I understand. Sure.
Well, good night.
Uh-huh.
A few days after that, Tom blew up at her.
Wendy,
Yes, what's the matter?
did you open the Greenberg account?
No, I had to...
What have you been doing? It's been 3 hours.
I thought I could...
Do me a favor, okay? Don't think. If there's something you don't understand, you come to me, you ask me. You got it?
Yes, but
No,
I've
no,
only
no
been
buts.
trying...
Just do what I tell you to do, all right?
Tom, I want to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Don't worry, I straightened it out with the client.
That's not what I meant. I'm very upset about the way you spoke to me. It was very embarrassing.
Wendy, you took all morning to open the account.
There were 2 other accounts to open, and all the computers were down.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't give me a chance.
Okay, maybe I overreacted a little, and I'm sorry. But, you know, Wendy, I think a lot of the problem here has to do with your attitude.
My attitude.
Yeah, I think you could be a little more positive about your job.
I think I've been very positive about my job. It's just hard to stay positive when you scream at me in front of everyone.
Wendy, do you want the job to work out, or don't you?
I've been trying to make the job work out. I just don't know what you want from me.
All I'm saying is, you could try to be a little friendlier. This is a people business.
I think that I've been very polite, and I've tried to be professional.
You've got to learn to relax. Look, maybe you and we got off on the wrong foot. Why don't we discuss it tonight over drinks?
You want to have drinks?
Yeah, we can talk about your future here.
What?
So did you have drinks with him?
Of course not.
Well, maybe he was just trying to bury the hatchet.
Ralph, he was touching me and telling me that my future here depended on my being friendlier. Isn't that obvious enough?
All right. Let me talk to Tom. I want to hear his version.
His version?
I just want to make sure that you didn't misunderstand his intentions. Wendy, don't worry. I'm sure that we can straighten this out.
She said that?
Tom, these are serious allegations.
She's lying. That's not what this is about.
Well, what is this about?
She couldn't handle the pressure. She knew that I wanted to let her go, so she cooked up this harassment charge.
Whoa, you wanted me to fire her? Well, why am I only hearing about this now?
Hey, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. But after this, I want her gone. I mean today.
So what happened?
Well, right after that, Wendy filed a complaint with our Human Resources Department, and they came into the branch and conducted an investigation. She now works for someone else in the branch, and Tom got a written warning. What, you think I should have handled it differently?
I'm not sure. What would you do differently if you had to do it again?
Increasing people's job satisfaction. It has been said that the best performances are willingly given. Therefore, it pays us as managers to find out what it is that enables a person to give of their best, to find out how we can tap into their discretionary effort to produce the highest performance for us as managers, but also to deliver increased job satisfaction for the employee, and therefore improve their self-motivation. So here's a 5-step process to increase a person's job satisfaction. Step number 1, ask the individual employee about the last time that they were willingly and easily giving of their best. What was it about the working environment? What was it about the job itself, the work itself? What was it about the use of their natural talents and gifts and abilities? What was it perhaps about the way in which they were managed that produced in them this high level of job satisfaction? And unpick the key elements of what contributed to that job satisfaction. Number 2, discuss with them the current level of job satisfaction they generally experience in their job right now versus the desired level of job satisfaction. Try and identify gaps in their level of job satisfaction right now. Step number 3, ask the individual what could be changed in the way in which they currently do their job that would increase their job satisfaction. Again, these could be elements to do with the environment that they're working in, the way in which they're being managed, how much of their talents and gifts they're able to employ, and perhaps other issues that you're hearing for the first time that actually get in the way of their job satisfaction, and these are obstacles that can be removed. Step number 4, discuss and agree areas of change. What could the both of you do to work together in the context of the employee's job to make changes that would significantly enhance the level of job satisfaction? These may be quite minor changes, but could result in a higher level of job satisfaction for the person concerned. Step number 5, create a plan to deliver these changes and actually then go ahead and execute that plan with reviews and check out regularly whether the person is experiencing that higher level of job satisfaction they're seeking, and also check out that actually it is resulting in an increased performance.
Americans, you are all corporate zombies. According to a new Gallup poll, 70% of Americans are emotionally disconnected at work. That's a huge percentage. Also, according to the poll, the least committed among us are the young and the well-educated, which makes sense because it means you're smart enough to realize that corporate America sucks. According to census data, almost 40 million Americans work for corporations with more than 10,000 employees. We are all cogs in the wheel that is churning out products we are completely emotionally disconnected to. When you adjust for inflation, in 1970, the average American salary was $59,000 a year, and people worked an average of 35 hours a week. Today, the average salary has gone down to $51,000 a year, and people are working an average of 46 hours a week, which all means that Americans are working harder and getting paid less. We are also getting fewer benefits. And now that employers are starting to implement Obamacare, we're seeing many companies cut people's hours to avoid having to pay any health care benefits at all. And we have companies like Walmart paying people so little that they have to use Medicaid. A recent report showed that one Walmart store in Wisconsin is costing taxpayers almost $1 million a year in Medicaid because the giant corporation won't pony up to its own workers. We are getting fewer benefits and less pay while we work longer hours for companies that we don't care about. And on top of it all, we see our bosses and our CEOs giving themselves huge salaries and multi-million-dollar bonuses. The corporatization of America has bred a culture of non-accountability. We all work for giant corporations now and get zero reward for working harder, so what's the point? If we work harder, the corporation benefits, not us. The same is true in reverse. If someone has a complaint about the company that we work for, it's not our fault, it's just corporate policy. So everyone just passes the blame around. So no wonder we are all growing more emotionally disconnected. We just about our corporate jobs. But I don't blame you, Americans. Because when you see that your bosses and your legislators have all ripped up their end of the social contract, it becomes a no-brainer to realize that only suckers work hard at corporate jobs. Tonight, let's talk about that by following me on Twitter @TheResident.